Welcome to Feed Your Focus today. Today is a beautiful day. I got a queen, I got a superstar, I got one of the hottest female rappers in the country. Sinzi nimba byose nabivuga ngo mbirangize, but welcome to Feed Your Focus.
Thank you so much.
Bamwita Angell Mutoni, abamuzi, abatamuzi, I don't know, ahantu b'inyuma y'isi. But today, I'm glad to have you. Glad to have this conversation. It's been one on my to-do list. But today, God, Imana yadufashije turahuza. Umeze gute?
Sawa. Thank you for having me first of all. I'm excited. Meze neza. Busy, harashyushye, but we are hotter. So
Gusa turacyari muri samo bundi ubu.
Sinzi ibyo turimo, but it's not, we're in an oven. Simbizi.
Man, harashyushye cyo kora byo tu. You just have to
we move. Yeah.
Umeze gute hano tugusanze? You guys are working on a bigger project in Iki. How is that going?
Yeah, the project, the 250 project, it's going good so far. Kabisa, we've been non-stop recording. It's very hectic but very fun. In other circumstances,
yeah.
So it's also like very useful for the first time, some of them for me personally, and recording like just random songs, a bunch of songs, jumping on different, exactly, collaborating, the collaborating spirits in the end. Like I really enjoy that vibe.
Speaking about collaborating, man, I think you have something magic when you collaborate with different artists.
Yeah.
Either like a verse, either like a hook, a verse, either like, going to Kivumbi, going to Logan Johari, indirimbo yindi nshasha.
Follow. Nagaria soka video, but the song is out,
Yeah, but what is that about you, about collaboration? Like, what does it bring?
To be honest, I feel like collaboration for me, it brings out more of my creative spirits. I like to try like different things, different people, different vibes, different music. So when I'm as an artist, when you're doing your own music, you're more like you're very like strict on yourself. I think when you're collaborating, you just let loose, and that's what I've noticed.
So you feed from each other.
Exactly.
The energy.
Yeah, the energy, and also just like you just feel like, okay, this is gonna be collaborative, so it's okay. When it's my own project, sometimes I'm too critical, and then I don't even end up releasing.
Is that why we don't get a lot of music from you?
That's not why. That's not exactly why, but it could be one of let's say as an artist who's sensitive about their art, some reasons, but no, the main reason, it's easier to release when you're working with other people while releasing, and they have their people, their teams and stuff. Now that I also have people that I'm working with, it's going to be easier to releasing.
I think, Nagoni Joanda Wambere, when we hear that the people are like, yo man, we could have more work, we need more work, we need cyangwa nawe uguri kubitwima ubishaka to
wapi ntabwo nabikora ubuse naba naraje gukora music then nkaririmba music ndi gukora
kugira ngo nyine twicisha inzara.
No, sometimes it's really out of my control. Navuga ko I'm also very much of a perfectionist in Chichibazo as well.
I think that's one of the things.
That is one of the things, is that I'm a perfectionist, but then also like sometimes perfectionism nayo ituma, like for example, if I do a song and I really want to release it with a video, I could video bikatinda on timeline ukabona irashize, and then you're just like ukachiki intege n'ibyo. So sometimes you need things that happen and you're just like, you know what, it's okay, it's out and release.
Uri wa muntu ushobora kuvuga ati I'm hype about this song, ukiva muri studio sibyo, you hype about it, 2 weeks later you planning a video, a month later you replay that and then it's not your mood. Then you're like, you know what?
Maybe not a month later, but like a couple of months later.
Then you're like,
I moved on.
Maybe we think about it. We come back.
We'll come back to it. we'll circle
ukabitsura and then you start a new project. I think that's you. That's where you know.
No, but honestly, like I've tried to stop doing that. First of all, I think that a lot of artists now are busy. Like sometimes, like we want our like what we're going to drop has to make sense. So let's say nakozindirimbo like last year, like or like this month, and then ukasanga uko ngiye nshaka kureleasinga biri gutinda cyangwa nk'ibyo wavugaga by'amavideo, and then timeline ikahinduka, and then now it's 7 months later, spirit y'ukuntu umeze yahindutse, the environment ya world yahindutse. Like sometimes it's I think of those things ariko nyine ndabizi ko there's no whatever music you make can be like you can drop it after 7 years and it's
that's what's good, like having, you know, like you say, maybe having a team that can push you, be like, you know what,
drop it,
like
push,
we invested this, we done this, you know, the market seems like this, wowe nubwo uri kumva nyine ntabwo uri kuri connecting nyine n'ibyo wowe ufeeling at that moment, maybe your growth like kwari gushora kumva ko wakuze kurenza project wakoze. I'm like, man, I'm talking about this, ariko ubu ndi ku yindi level, and but your team could be like, hey, ibi ni byo ugurisha, this is
that's the point. That's the point,
ku isoko ryawe muri shelf yawe is empty, so let's feed the people, you know.
But then your mindset because I have no choice, but also I want to be able to share because I have so much to share. Today I dropped rediscovered collection in I just threw them out there. My old music, and I have like new people that are listening to me now. So I'm like, yo, you know what? Actually, a lot of people think I have like 3-4 songs, kind of like a bunch of EPs and stuff. So I'm like, you know what? Let me choose a few songs, and then just share. So that's what I did.
I feel like you've been doing music
for a long time.
Like 2012.
2012 is where I can say 2014 is where I can say officially but 2012 just to vibe and
see, I did my homework. I kind of knew 2012
you knew,
but 2014 was like your first like official project,
where I was like, okay, I'm actually doing this thing, you know. So
when you still
so you know what, let me just release but I was just doing it because I was like, I actually enjoyed being in the studios. Like from 2012, I enjoyed being around music people, like artists in media. So I was like, you know what? I think this is my place. You know, I enjoy it. So,
where do you get your inspiration most? Like,
it's a question that people love to ask, and I really don't know anymore. Before I used to be like, this, but these days, honestly, like I think, I've tried to make it a discipline to like always like be doing something, so it can come from anywhere. Sometimes you don't have you're not in the mood, but I've tried to make it a discipline of always writing, always like listening to like beats or like trying to like practice. So I force the inspiration, sort of, but in general, I think that it just depends on the mood and how I'm feeling, and like. If I hear something dope, I'm like, whoa, like, this is fire. Let me jump on it. But
so it's like it's a lifestyle. Like the moment, the current situation, current mood, like you go with the time because you're always creating. Anyways, I'm sure you know, studio, you're writing.
Even if I'm not releasing like all the time, but I'm always creating something just to. Feed myself, actually, you know,
keep the juice going, you know.
Because sometimes you lose it, and it's like, kind of me when I lose it, I lose it. Like it takes me like at least a month to get back.
But it's a writer's block.
Writer's block is serious, man. Like that's why you have to keep doing it even when you don't want to.
Ukagera ukumva, man, picking the pen like not gonna happen.
You don't feel
mujama akakohereza beat wayumva ukavuga ati iki kintu ko kiri kumena amatwi.
You're just like, I can't help you, bro. Like,
how do you get out of that? I mean, kuyigumamo is keep practicing.
How do I get out of that? I just need space. I try to do anything that has nothing to do with music. like free my mind.
Detox.
Yeah, like before I didn't do this. I used to force it on Hassan and the jams, you know. So now these days I just detox. Like literally, I'm the type of person that I love to watch TV shows.
What's your favorite TV show?
My favorite, bro. That's hard.
To getting headshots.
Okay, I watch a lot of sitcoms and weird stuff like that, but also series. But The Office is one of them. The Office is one of my favorites. Yeah. I know, like, it's controversial, but whatever.
Whatever.
The Office. You know, when people ask me off the top of my head, how am I cool? Netflix account. Yeah, then you'll see a bunch. Yeah. But The Office is up there. But yeah, so for me, I do that. I listen. I do listen to other people's music. I'll take the time to not listen to the type of music that I would make. Just to go in a different space. I'll just watch movies, just hang out with people, like just relax, and then eventually I'll come back and be like, okay, let me sit down and try something. You know.
What's your favorite place like you like to hang out?
To hang out in general, in Kigali, in my bed.
Oh yeah, you are jihad. I'm like, your bed, we're not gonna find you there, bro.
I'm joking, but that is my favorite place.
That's cool though.
I don't have a favorite place, man. Literally, if my friends say, okay, we like to go to people's houses, though. That's the thing. Yeah, because it's not like.
So you don't like the clubs?
I don't. And literally, I do not like clubs. I like hanging out in like restaurants and like, I like bars. We can hang out at a bar and chill. Yeah. But if you find me at the club,
I'm working. You're probably working.
Or I had been working and now I'm here.
Now there.
Yeah.
Now
that's usually
go
birthdays,
girls' night out.
Yeah, those types of vibes. No, these days I'm so tired I can't. Yeah. But I like to have a good time. It's just that clubs and I don't know, like I can't do it. I can't do it.
What's wrong with the clubs? Too many people? Too crowded?
Too crowded. The music is.
Angel, can I take a picture with you?
Can I take a picture not that, because no, that's not the issue. It's more of like in general, even if I wasn't Angell like Mutoni or whatever, I would still not like clubs because that's my personality. I've never been a club person. I like house parties.
House parties.
I like a good house party. Yeah. Clubs.
That's why I think some of your music, when you make it like party music, it just I can see that and that being a part of the
thing.
Yes.
A good house party is fun.
Yeah, man. Good things, man.
Yeah.
Feed your focus. We like to just have a conversation, see what gets you going on a daily basis.
Yeah.
No mu buzima bundi busanzwe no ku kazi, kuko ubundi wowe bitandukanya gute akazi n'ubuzima busanzwe or just all it's on one.
It's hard to kubitandukanya, especially here in Kigali. I don't know. I'm trying to do that, but I think I'm too deep. So just in me, it's all of it is in like wrapped together. Like everything I do bijyanye n'akazi these days. Everything I do. Like if I'm making a certain decision, what I'm working on or if I'm going somewhere, I'm thinking about like that. If I'm talking to certain people, like even huge. So it's not great, but I feel like for now it's what I need. Yeah.
Do you have a routine?
A routine?
Like on like
morning and wake up, do this. Well, I'd say I have a schedule at the moment of like when I go to the studio and what I do and stuff. But my routine is very basic. Amazing. Here, you wake up. Well, I don't know about you. Wake up, I eat my breakfast and do my things. But no, I don't think I have a specific routine because it depends. Kind of easy as artists, like our days are very spontaneous. Repetition, video shoots. Although, no, I like to plan. Me, I'm a very big planner.
See, that's what I wanted to get to.
I'm a very big planner. And one day we must have a video shoot. That's crazy. I can't. I'm like, what? I need to know at least 2 days before, a day before, something like that. Or even like things like podcasts, I like a plan.
Yeah.
I'm
you like
very much scheduled,
now we share mu mutwe wawe get it does make sense.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Because mu mutwe ngiye biba byaranchanze. So I need to have a
ntabwo biba byaranchanze. I think it's all the genius people, all the creative people. Ntabwo ari abantu maybe uri kwandika music, you come up with new things in the head, but kukubwira ngo haguruka ngo ugende gutya, because some of the outfit, what am I gonna do there? Yes. You gotta at least meditate about it.
How you're gonna yourself,
kushaka kwitwara niki, sometimes people don't get that.
They don't.
Nanjye nukomeze like you call me, hey ngumva ngo none se ngo turi hano ngo wahadusanga.
Exactly. Harinde, umeze gute? Am I getting paid now?
No, you gotta get paid. But nabyo ni sawa is.
No, but even hanging out, even with my friends, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll come to the next thing, but this one.
Yeah, tell me like mbwire nanjye ahubwo akenshi mpita mabwira none se how about Sunday then ukora akantu, then I know, then I'm prepared and I tell my body
exactly
you're gonna be there, you're gonna be like this. Naho ubundi naza natangira kugira gute anxiety igahita izamuka. I don't know if you have anxiety.
I was telling you this, even with this project I have very bad anxiety, so kugenda mvugana n'abantu, sometimes it takes me a second, especially in work environments, because like I don't want to kunjira n'abantu, or like people are doing the thing, everybody's like working, so I'm like I don't want to come. What are we doing? So I'm like, I just like to help people, because I don't like when people do it to me. So I give people space, and then when you start to slowly talk to people, when I'm in big crowds, even in performances and stuff, you end up performing like them. Or I come and I say hi, and then I'm like, guys,
wamaze gukora rehearsal mu modoka n'ibindi twaga like,
so this is how it's gonna go.
So the backstage, go to stage, hariho nta kibazo, you know what to do.
But then
after that, you might say hi to
do a few things. That's always been me. Like I'm not really, not because I don't want to, but I literally can't physically. But now I'm overwhelmed. So I just need my space first. As artists, I think in terms of like you're sharing your music, you're sharing your life, your everything. So they feel like when they see you in real life, they can just be like, it's the same thing as online, and it's really not, and it's hard to explain that and stuff like that. So you have to be, welcoming. You have to be understanding. You part of your thing, and it's nice. But at the same time, to a bit overwhelmed sometimes, and you're
100%.
You're like, I just need a bit of space for a little bit, and then I'll come, and then so
sometimes in jail nakubwira it's a funny story bariko birasekeje. Me my homies knows I would, if before the performance I used to be like, man, how private. And then I'll go to the bathroom and be there like 15 minutes. I'm like, yo, you were really cool. I'm like, bro, I literally went there. Nishyiramo tu ekuteri twanye ndiyicara aho umuntu uri gukoresha bathroom. I'm like,
you need the space. Oh no, me, I still do that. Abantu dukorana barabizi. Before I perform, you give me my 5-10 minutes and I just need to breathe, and then nimvaho tuganire tuvuge ibyo mushaka, ariko abantu baza bakoza. So when are you going on stage? What are you doing? I'm like, yo, go ask those people. Abari kuri stage cyangwa iki njyewe, honestly I need, so ibyo ngibyo ukora, I still do that now.
When I get back home, because nta indi nta muntu ugukurikira hariya kicaramo tu.
Exactly.
I'm like, it's not the nice press, but you gotta do what you gotta do to
because you have to give your best as well. So like you need that space.
Hari ikintu warukomojeho like about private life and public life.
Yeah.
Like for you, how is that, like how do you try to separate them?
Oh, I separate it very easily. I go in your private life and wow, you would think you know, but you don't know.
What we see on social media,
but the thing is, I also don't hide anything. It's just more of like, you see me with my friends. I'm never gonna be like, oh no. I'm very down to earth, chill. But I'm not also sharing much of my like.
Go. This is my kitchen. This is my bedroom. This is where I live. This is my mom. This is my dad.
I share a lot about my family online, but not like to a point where it's like.
Here I'm going on a date with my boyfriend.
Exactly, like those type of things. I'm like, nah. If you're here for the music, you're here for the music.
Yeah.
But I believe that people choose. Artists can choose how they want to express or share their.
For you like
stuff.
to
For
separate.
me, I like my privacy in general, even in real life. Like I like my privacy. So.
Do you think also the fans can confuse the music or the way you rap, what you're talking about? And the picture you as that kind of person.
Yeah, of course. Of course, that happens. Because, like I said, a lot of people think I'm so like, because I'm a female rapper, like you said, a woman rapper, I have the energy, right? But really, I'm very shy in real life. Like, I'm confident on stage, but in real life, I'm very like, back. Like, I'm not as outspoken.
Yeah.
In certain situations, like I can speak, but
so you can mutter the beat and kill like bang bang like top to bottom whatever. Umuntu mwahura mu nzira ariko kwemeza iPhone kamubwira ati tracking talk to the caps
honestly, I'm not, I can't when I have to stand up for stuff I have to stand up for those things, but in real life, I'm shy. So people might confuse. It's very like sometimes it's very like I'm confident and all that, but I am in general as a person. But I don't like exude nago. I wanna meetings for the first time.
So that's the artist or the talent in you.
Yes.
Separating to the actual human being that you are, the caring person, the personality,
the actual person that I am,
because people abantu nyine nimba barakumenya Angell Mutoni nk'umurapper niki, they might
be like
put that in their head and like,
But sometimes it's okay. You can do that. Like I don't. It's not always necessary for people to know the artist's whole life or real life. Sometimes artists will hand like tweeting and then now your whole life is being exposed and stuff like that. I feel like it's okay to be private. It's also okay to share. But for me personally, there's abantu banzi cyangwa bamenyereye. There are things that I will share. There are things that I won't speak about. There are things that I will speak about. I separate it because I think it's important for people to see me for my art as well. But then also, if
n'akazi
yeah, exactly. Actually, babandi bagenda 9 to 5 iyo bavuye ku kazi, they're different people.
Ntago bagenda bambaye za uniforme bakorana ku kazi cyangwa amafaride y'ako kazi
cyangwa ntago ari bimwe. It's 9 to 5 ukagenda clock out, boom. Same thing to me in my head for now. Anyways,
how do you take nk'umufana yaje run into you, made a picture?
Oh no, I'm very welcoming in that.
How about when they
I'm always shocked.
batangira kukubaza ibintu byinshi? Ndirimbo wavuze guti ngo turashaka yego.
By the way, ntabwo byari byambaye ibyo. Yeah, like akenshi
gusohoka nyine yicira your bed, you don't go out, so we not gonna see you. But
no, akenshi iyo duhuye, it's like that. They want to take pictures or they want to like be like, yo, I'm actually a huge fan. Bakahita bikomereza. Hari bamwe nyine they'll be like, yo, like from like this, but bashaka kubitinza nko kuba fans. But really, jewe ntabwo bari bambwira ngo, so why did you do this and this and this and this? I haven't had that yet. Sinzi wowe niba bikubaho ariko
I mean, njye ntabwo ndi superstar cyane. I'm just ariko nyine hari aba fans murahura n'ubundi hari some have go questions, some have like weird questions. I'm like, bro,
what?
you sitting down to think about that? Like really, honestly,
why?
like I'm like, why? What's going into your head? You know? And sometimes the comparison about like here and there, you know, and those kind of things, you know, kind of shock me.
I get what
know?
you mean. Yes, I actually see what you mean. Young Joey on my interviews actually.
Eh?
Young Joey on my interviews. Those weird or like questions. Like those other the interview is really a bit bigger and stuff. And you go, you know, sometimes they try to ask you some questions and you're like, oh, okay. But
and you always played it nice.
I mean, it's
you
not
know,
even.
You scared of competition or you just like.
No, it's for me. It's that I literally live in my own world sometimes. So I don't focus on other people's things. I really try to work.
The other person is the other person.
Exactly. Like, and I root for everyone as long as like I don't understand those things because I feel like we're struggling. We're all hustling. You know, like we're all trying to do something.
We have different
journeys, different lives,
ambition.
like you know what I mean. So now I'm going to compete with who and who. Honestly, I say this all the time in my music too. I'm competing with myself now. You know. Exactly.
Today, or who I was 5 years ago, who I want to be 10 years ago.
That part. It's hard to not like compare yourself sometimes. You have to get that mentality out.
Comparison is the kill of joy.
Exactly. It's something like that.
Because you don't honestly go to the roots of it. Exactly. How did that person get into
you
this? How did they start?
You don't always know.
Somebody wanna make money, somebody wanna be famous.
Exactly.
So if you compare those people,
so success is very subjective. Like Nago, to our own ways of seeing what success means. Successful, and you're doing what you really want to do, and it's like
the world we live in always gonna try to do number one, number two, number three. Kuko n'ubundi turi no kuva twiga mu ishuri bavuga wa mbere wa kabiri wa gatatu. So you know.
Unfortunately, you can't run from that. You know, you have to try to work through it too.
Muba rappers in cyangwa muba artists mu Rwanda. Who do you like? And you kubaza top 5 or who do you like? You tell kumva music yawe. Who do you like listen to? Like, you know, I can listen to this guy.
You know, it's funny. Before I even say who I listen to, when I'm not really listening to, when I'm listening to music, I listen to a lot of R&B. I listen to a lot of R&B, soul, even radio. That's my music, you know. So I don't really listen to a lot of hip hop. You know, not often anymore. That's how I got into hip hop. But so I don't really listen to a lot of that. But recently, I'm back to listening to it. And that's why I was excited about this project because I'm meeting people that I've heard and listen to their music. But right now, I've been listening to Kenny K. Shot. I listen to a lot of Kivumbi, obviously, because I vibe with his flows. And I recently started listening to Trizzy, you know Trizzy?
Trizzy
96?
Trizzy 96.
That man is so talented.
Pure talent.
Very talented. And like the other day, we had the event, the I Am Hip Hop event, and he was on the stage with a guitar rapping. I said, this is crazy. Like, why aren't people realizing that this is you playing and you're rapping and you're doing and you're singing? Bro, I respect him. And he had a song that he released on the thing. We had worked on it a long time ago, so I was excited that he finally released it. But I think that he's very underrated.
No, he is. He is definitely.
He needs like I don't know what it is, but like he's one that's like I listen to it. I'm like, I can hear this being very like.
You know, to know how talented he is, all the producers that works with him, that have worked with him, you know how they. You know, that's
dope.
Yeah, that's dope. Coco of a producer usually they they're gonna talk about the once you impress them, they can brag about you. True. Usually it's business transaction.
Exactly. That's actually true. You're right. Because I really think that he's really talented and I hope he pushes more.
How is Lauren here like in your career?
In my career?
Like influence.
Lauryn Hill is the base of all things that I ever started. Like she's really like the rock to when I first, I can say, not discovered, but like realize what music really is. Like, because numvaga music kuva kera bamisirati bane, but them now bibonaga as like, this is fun, I want to do that, you know, it's cool. But when I discovered like Lauryn Hill's music, that's when I was like, oh, this is music, like this is music, you know. So for me, it's always been a situation where like if someone asks me who kind of like inspired most of the way you rap or the way you sing or whatever, like me wanting to mix all of these things together comes from that, from her.
Yeah,
she does everything. I know you know. She does everything, and I don't like being boxed in one place, like in one thing, like she's a rapper. No, I'm more than that, you know what I mean? I'm an artist. I can do this, and I want to learn to do other things too.
Can be in movies, can
you know,
whatever.
all of that. You never know. So and do different genres as well. Like tomorrow you might want to go and do like a reggae thing. I say this all the time. So I'm like, for me, ikintu twihaye, ikintu cyo mu Rwanda sometimes kiba ikibazo nuko hari, like, yes, exactly, like it has to be this, it has to be that, or hari categories zimwe zigezwaho. Like today, right now, we're listening to Afrobeats and
I'm a piano Afrobeats.
Tomorrow it's this. Like it should be like just.
Then everybody's jumping or whatever, but
whatever's happening. But I mean, like it's okay. It's just I feel like you should let people, artists, just experiment, expand, try new things and stuff like that. So that all of that comes from me listening to Lauryn Hill and listening to how she just can do anything.
I appreciate that, because you mentioning that, because I feel like your early stage of your career, you like even dress, even talk, you were like, I could be like, that's, you can see a lot of Lauryn Hill in that.
Really?
Then as you matured, you started adding
my own,
and that's like the best thing. You're not like, that's great. That's great, because
that's
now
visible.
you get confident with yourself. Then you start including your own creativity, your own style, your own way. Then I don't know how far you're gonna take that.
Like I don't know who I'm gonna become tomorrow. You know what I mean? So
no, the young kids gonna be like Angell Mutoni. They're gonna start learning the journey. You know, for me, I've been learning. That's why I could just mention that. You know, nanubwo nashatse ko duhera kugira ngo yagwe tuvuga ati this guy is a lot of things. I just wanted to come on that, but that's big. That's big, and
that's good. I'm glad that that's something that is.
When have we won us?
Now, well, like you, the listening to my old songs, you know, like I can hear like the evolution, or I can hear but really when you're in the process, you don't feel any different really until like you're actually like look back, you're like, oh whoa, actually I've done this, and like I used to do that, I used to dress like that, I used to think like that, you know. So but I'm one that believes that your growth is forever. Like you don't, there's no end. Like you can keep learning, you can keep growing. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Good. Let's talk about one thing: self-evaluation. I think you do that a lot. I do that a lot, you know. But how does that help you in real life, also in your career as music?
So I do a lot of journaling, and that has helped me do that self-evaluation, because I like to read back and be like, oh, this is where I went wrong, this is like I'm exaggerating here, I'm doing this. But I've done a lot of self-evaluation because I believe that the more like I understand myself, the more I can understand other people, and the more I can like, you know, being empathetic and like having conversations like wita umenya ibintu nawe utashaka. For example, ko kuna abantu bakufata cyangwa wowe kuna bafata, like it's all about like the inside. It helps with everything around you, you know. So that's what I believe. So I do that for the music, I do that in real life. I try to, it's not the easiest thing, because and then tomorrow like I fuck up or I do some other shit, but really I'm trying to learn to not be hard on myself anymore. Atari kuba too strict on myself, but also always sit back and be like, wait, why are we making this decision? Should we do this? Does this make sense for you? Are you comfortable? So I've learned that, but that comes with experience and age.
True that.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't happen over time. I used to just be like,
I think you're right. The most important thing is writing down your thoughts at that moment.
Exactly.
Then the next day you might come back
and you're like, oh, actually I was
like, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Then it helps them like, okay, tomorrow let's try to not go that way. Let's try to stay this way.
Yeah. I always advocate. Some people don't. If you can't journal, I don't know what else people really do, like meditation, voice. Yes, that actually.
People, you got your phone, you record your.
Yeah, this is how I'm feeling. Because sometimes you might feel something, and I say this because I've been in those situations where you react too quickly because you're feeling a certain way, or you make a certain decision, and then tomorrow you're like, I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? So it helps. It helps, even though it's hard to do it all the time, because 2 months, 1 month, not journaling, like anything. But because I'm so busy and stuff, and then sometimes it's just tiring. Like,
I need to catch myself up.
So I need to. This conversation just reminded me that I have to do that. But so I think that journaling is important.
Yeah, that's great. And coming to our top of the conversation, feed your focus. The self-evaluation is like how you feed your focus. You write down and you remind yourself like, this is the goal.
Exactly.
This is where we're going. This is our distractions. Because sometimes they're gonna creep in anytime, any moment.
All the time.
Like if you keep reminding yourself, you're like, yo, stay away from this. Then you can train your mind to just stick to the script,
Yeah.
So how do you feed your focus,
Yeah, by doing exactly that. I try to, like I said, is to give myself space. A lot of the times I used to say yes to everything. I used to be like, yes, let's do this, let's do that. Oh, let's do that. But now I've learned to actually say no, and that's the hardest thing, actually. Saying no to things is so hard. It's so hard.
Saying no.
It's so hard. Like, I didn't realize how hard it was until I tried to do it, Because you want to...
Straight no,
utakati as a people pleaser, bro. You know that you want to say no, but it's like, it's very hard. So those things, separating, like trying to not overwhelm myself. Gukora ibintu gukora ko numva ko nintabikora baza gutekereza ko gutya cyangwa kujya ahantu and stuff like that. I really try to keep my space, and that has 100% helped me kugira focus. Even if it's I'm trying. But I take time. I'm at home. I watch my shows. Yumbai overwhelmed. I just need my alone time. I always tell my people, my family, like everybody, like I literally just need my space. And I know how to come to the energy. So that helps me. That helps me to just breathe. Yeah.
Biggest thing, man, we learned today. Space.
Yes.
Yeah, Angell Mutoni is the most important thing. Respect that. Peace of mind.
Yeah.
As we're wrapping up, ndakubaza akabazo kamwe kanyuma. I want top 5 albums of all time for you. R&B, gospel,
of
whatever.
All things to end on. That's crazy, bro.
Because I feel like I'm not gonna. I just want those albums that you can be like, yo, iyi album ushobora no gusanga zimanitse mu rugo zifite
You know what?
Top 10?
No, even if it's the top 50, I can
think. Okay,
they can forget album, not teachers, and no.
Yes.
I will
definitely
keep them on the. Okay. So obviously the number 1 is Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Duh. Hari Yongio. There's the off the top of my list right now, Anti by Rihanna. Yongio to this day.
Rihanna, definitely.
Yes. There's there's the Cookout by Missy Elliott Foucault.
Mm-hmm.
I got that as a birthday gift, and it's made me who I am as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Aaliyah album, the last album she did, no, the second album she did, using Nigeria. Wow, I'm actually spacing. This is why I don't do these things. And then there's off the top of my head right now, Good Kid, Mad City.
I like that.
I guess. Right now, but
yeah,
those are not the top.
They're not the top, but they're the ones that.
I'm thinking of memories. When I think of albums, I think of Get Rich or Die Trying. I remember listening to that all the time with my brother. It hasn't even really cool, but yeah, those types of albums. Like, I'm very old school as well, so
no,
it's.
Also,
yeah,
it's
and then
not
I
also.
said I was focusing on hip hop, Kandi Halizindi, but
Ngufatiye ahantu habi basi. I'm sorry, it's on me,
it's
but
okay.
it's good.
No, it's a good question. It's a good question.
Just like,
that could be the whole podcast. Tuvuga top. That's my
top, and then
that's
we
my
can.
problem.
I guess that's when we're gonna come back next time. We're gonna discuss them because now you fit list.
What are yours? What are yours? New Tunganya now.
I mean. Me, I go.
You already knew the question.
I already knew the question, but anyways, if you twanabikora next time, we'll discuss about music, the top artists, the changwa, the way, because nanone nje ntago nkunda gucomparinga nyine top and one, but we can see the impact. The impact because album nk'ivuze babonye kuri gift ya Miseria, like that may have a way impacted you.
Exactly.
Shobora no kuba atari kuvuga ngo niyo ya mbere irenze ariko the way
it's like it's a core memory for me. Kandi exactly. Well, what's your favorite? Number one.
I go.
Or not favorite, but one.
I mean, I go J. Cole.
Which one?
2014 Forest Hill Drive.
Okay.
Because it's like top to bottom is on me, you know.
Yeah, that's
Rolling Hill,
Miseducation.
Yes, I got the Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, I always listen
the
to
Blueprint.
Ooh.
Jay-Z, the Blueprint. The Carter 3, Lil Wayne. Oh man.
You see all these albums. That's what I'm saying.
I'm trying to say like about it, you're right.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Like when you listen to music a lot, you can't.
I'm going to podcast in the tuzatwigana kuri music how what way you're impacting how because sometimes very controversial nk'ibyo bahora bavuga uyu wa mbere wa kabiri.
But people,
is MJ better than LeBron? Is LeBron the GOAT? Like, boss, it depends on
how your experience, perspective,
Man, as we come to our end of our podcast, man, we want to appreciate you. I want to give you your flowers.
Thank you.
As one of the MCs, artists in Rwanda that kind of like out there, you're doing your thing, you collaborate with people, but also you inspire other people to be great. So I want to give you your flowers. We recognize you. We see you, since day one. Keep grinding. The sky is no longer the limit. We want to see more of the work. So that's one. Appreciate you. Thanks for sitting with us and sharing some of.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and like I said, we can't wait to have you back. And to our listeners, if there is anything you want to tell them, any message, anything,
I mean, first of all, thank you for having me here.
Always.
And all flowers to you as well for doing this type
Thank
of stuff
you.
Everything else you're doing. But thank you to those who have been following me. Keep following my music, listening to my stuff, AngellMutoni.rw on all platforms. You guys go listen to the collection that I just dropped and new music coming soon.
Man, peace and love. We out. Feed your focus.